Okay, so starting off with the shoulders and triceps today. Did my usual rotational movements to warm up. Usually just start off with a pressing movement. I like the hammer strength one here. Uh, Angle's a little bit off, but I got plate, quarter, and a 10 on there just to start off. Decent warm up, and then I'll go kind of like a pyramid set to start up after that. Also, for shoulder training, if you're doing it just to get a stronger pressing strength, then yeah, you'll probably do a lot more pressing movements. But if you really want to get wider shoulders and maybe your training is a little bit more bodybuilding oriented, you don't need to do a ton of sets on pressing movements. You're probably going to want to focus a little more on those rear delt movements, the flies, face pulls, whatever it is, and those side lateral movements as well, because that's what's going to give you the width. Just doing pressing movements isn't going to get you the really big shoulders that you want. You're not going to have those round looking delts just from doing a ton of pressing. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes when it comes to just really trying to get round shoulders. People think, oh, for me to get big shoulders, I need to do a ton of heavy pressing. That's the only way that I can build my shoulders. But a lot of guys will do barely any pressing movements, a lot of side lateral and rear delt movements, and they have bigger shoulders than everyone. So definitely, if you want to get rounder shoulders, stop doing a ton of pressing. Like some guys will do 3 pressing movements for shoulders and maybe a couple sets on side laterals and rear delts and wonder why they don't have round shoulders. So maybe just try out doing less pressing and more side and rear delts. Okay, so for the standing rear delt flies, I did 4 sets here. I did an extra set on the seated, and then I'll go into side laterals after that. Usually 6 sets, 8 to 12 reps. I like to do a lot more side and rear delt work just because front delts are usually overtrained. It's most commonly overtrained muscle, so you really don't need to do a ton of work for it. Some bodybuilders will, even go years without doing their front delts. They'll just do pressing movements on chest day, and you don't even need to worry about it. So just focus on getting a good pump, good contraction in those side delts, and focusing on your rear delts, getting a good contraction in those as well. So. a tricep variation that I really like. I used to do a lot of skull crushers, whether it's the barbell, easy bar, or dumbbells. And a lot of times it would give me a little bit of elbow pain. It's not really a bad exercise. Skull crushers can be great, but I found that doing cable variations every now and then, you can get a really good pump, really good contraction, do a lot of work on your triceps, and you don't always have to do dumbbell or barbell movements, which might be a little bit more taxing on the joint or the muscle. And for the tricep movements, I'll usually do at least 8 sets. I just recorded the six for this time. I usually don't record all my sets. Also, I don't record the abs usually. I might do some Russian twist, record that for you guys. I already did it in a previous video on my ab training, but just show what it's like doing it with a little bit of weight. So